Okay, up live now. Let's share this share the stream with a few groups and okay, right there. Bomboti challenge. Rocky titing ka lang. Okay naman. Ushin ko din naman. Oh, ushin ko naman. Pati dit lang. Teddy dit bo pa lang. James in bo kaya talaga so and yeah gun sa key King Long Echu visit na lang. Oh. Oh. Oo, bawat na. Okay. Yeah, it's it kaya naman. Yeah, he was gonna sit out the second day, so technically si tuloy talaga. Si Chong Bintao na lang. Oh, Guat Chong Giao lang. Bintao sa something cheese na lang. Yeah, saw it. Yeah, I know, I saw it. I opened one of them na. Okay. Yeah, I'll buy Mikia. Udin, yeah, I'll mention it later, yeah. Sige. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Sapotex, Mark Anthony Real, thank you for liking. Good evening to you guys. Yeah, just got back from China, so I'm actually medyo mahabang pila sa well, actually immigration lineup is not that long, pero baggage claim, that one has not improved. Anyway, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena Run. Today we are going to be doing, well, Premier Draft of Murders at Karlov Manor. Without further ado, let's go right ahead. So after this I can go pack up my things and get ready for a long week and all that. So I was out for a few days. I'm actually gonna have to upload some of the videos I took during the some of the gameplay videos I took during the trip. Yeah, using roaming data is not a great way to do it, but it is what it is. Yeah, how are you guys doing in the what's your week, guys? Mark, musta how was how's Squad Wars? I missed quite a bit of that. How was it? How was it naman? And well, you're definitely taking Argus cost. My concern is that we were gonna get cut out of red white, but then again, we're not really passing much red and much white. You're passing a private ice, so white blue's gonna be a problem. You're also passing a meticulous archive, which I would really like, but we're not saying no to Argus cost. This one's really good. Also not passing no to the best white removal in the set. I would like to take other cards, I'd say the Watchdog, the Forum Familiar. But we are definitely taking removal here. Red, not so much, though I would like to get into more red here at this point. Got its champion, thank you first. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I sponsored a little bit. Next year I'll probably sponsor more just to support the scene. I want to see how everyone does. It's actually kind of encouraging. Like for Pokemon Championships, we were runner up last as a nation. We were runner up last year. Hope to see that we're hoping to see if we can do a good placement. Though, as far as Asian Pacific Championships, I think we got 4th place if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Kyle Braxton, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? Well, hopefully doing better than me opening an Assassin's Trophy. I would just take this as a hate draft. Definitely, I guess I could take the Felonious Rage, but this is not really meaning anything. Yeah, we'll just hate draft Assassin's Trophy. I could use a copy, and maybe it's a signal for me to. It's too early for me to decide to get out. But if I see a lot of white and red missing, it's probably a key sign that I should get out of this. Yeah, peace to you. Yeah, peace to you too, Kyle. Hopefully everything is well. And yeah, I'm also I'm also having late dinner. I did not get to eat on the plane. If I have one complaint about Cathay Pacific, they only offer one dish if you're sitting in economy, and 90% of the time it's pork. Hmm. I think I should get out of I should get into another color, that's for sure. I could say red white, then just we're just splashing the white. And Argus cost does help us with suspects, so this is a thing we can do. Other than that, I could just take black. Extract confession's really good. We'll speculate a little. This is probably not likely to wheel, but neither is this. And I kind of want to take the extract. Let's see if we get some white. Okay, we got some. We might have to just take the innocent bystander. There's another Assassin's Trophy. Do I? Now, Assassin's Trophy is not really that great, especially in a format where you might be feeding into another player's larger threats. Yeah, I think we passed the second one. So not convinced to go into black quite yet, but I'm not so sure if we're gonna get into anything at all at this rate. Maybe I should have just taken a break. I could have just quick drafted. I could have just quick drafted this one tonight if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. It's a bit. I bear. I could go into black green as an option. Say if I give up these 3 picks, I could go into black green. It is doable. And there are some key cards that I could use to go into it. Okay, so we are starting to get some red again. This would be a good reason to go into black green. It's not the best reason though. Definitely not chase this on. I will take suspicious detonation. We are missing the creature parts for red white. In fact, I might be forced to take a Goblin Mask Maker just to start getting creatures. Yeah, we might have to go with this. So we're definitely trying to force our way into red. But it's a question of if we're able to make our second color work. I would really like to get Agri's cost to work, but due diligence. I guess we can go red black. I'll have to take the repeat offender. Scene of the crime. We'll need a lot of cheap creatures to make that work as a mana sink. I should probably also start taking the gargoyles, but we're not even sure if this will even make the cut. This is powerful enough that it should make the cut, but we'll see. If the second Assassin's Trophy comes back, I will probably try to go into green black. Just start looking for. The orangutan came back, so I guess we can go. We should now start seeing if we can get novice inspectors early, or ways to get clue tokens. Even the cheap equipment is also okay. So yeah, looks like people avoided white here, so that was good for us. Foreign familiar. Yeah, I think I would take the Museum Night Watch here. Okay. Yeah, this is the pack where I'll take the reconstruction. Breakout. Yeah. So not looking great. Okay. But we're definitely staying in lane. I am not saying no to an Aurelius Vindicator. We are passing Shadowy Backstreet, which would have been nice as our splash color. Also passing a Torch to Witness, but we are kind of having a good amount of removal at this point. So I guess we can draw. So I guess going in this direction, we should be able to find our way into red-white. Maybe. So the principle of directions is that in one direction you're trying to figure out which color is open, so that on the opposite direction you're trying to get stuff. Okay. I could try to go for Tulsimir, but honestly, we should try to. We have plenty of choices. Market Watch Phantom is kind of good. Novice Inspector is the best, still the best common. I'll probably take this one. This one is nuts too. Don't get me wrong. But I'm never going to see any of these again. So I'm not willing to risk splashing quite yet. Let's just take the Novice Inspector for now. Okay, now that we have a second Mask Maker, we definitely want to... We definitely want to be looking for disguised creatures. Like, Offender at Large is a good one. Cornered Croak is a bit harder to work. That one's gonna really is the passes than the wheel. Yeah, we'll take the Offender at Large. We already have two of those creatures. We probably want more. And if we can stay on color, we should. So definitely Seasoned Combatant over everything else. Third Mask Maker. We probably want to start taking stuff that buffs our creatures. Convenient Target does. I think I'll just take the Doorkeeper Troll for now. And we got Crime Novelist, but no artifacts to go with it. Like, we only have one Novice Inspector making artifacts, that's it. I might just take the Granite Witness instead. Again, with double Mask Maker, if we can get an early start, we can actually dump a lot of these creatures early. Well, we are missing artifacts. I guess I could just take the knife over another Gargantuan. This is no, don't get me wrong. This is one of the worst ones. Alternately, I could just take Case of the Ransacked Lab as a rare draft, as a rare pick. But take the knife. Probably take the Sanitation Automaton as well. This is our alternate way of getting artifacts. But now we should also start looking for spells. Like, what's our only spell? Makeshift Binding, the knife, and Suspicious Detonation. Now we're missing some cheap removal or cheap interaction. Now I did say we're missing artifacts, but I probably would not run a Magnetic Snuffler. Let's just take Curse of Fury. There is a Caught Red-Handed, but this is very expensive for a game control, especially if you can't. Yeah, we'll definitely demand answers. This is a deck that will work it. Got ourselves a red rare, but no one really plays this at all. I'm more likely to just take the other Makeshift Binding. There is another Gravestone Strider, but we're not really splashing anything at this point. Person of Interest is our other option. Hey, Tim Sopcack, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? How was your week, and how has Merges at Karlov Manor been for you? Oh my gosh. We are getting paid off in rares, but we are passing a lot of the good well, we're passing Red Herring. But yeah, we are getting the rares. Now this is our Investigate feeder. If we can get that part to work, we should be able to dump our cards relatively early. It's a flat curve, but it's also a generally low curve. Prime Novelist would now work well with this one, so I guess we should take this one. Yeah, changed up quite a bit. Not liking the 10-10 split. I guess I can make it 10-9 if I cut the knife. Get it? Cut the knife. Never mind. Okay, another card that no one really plays, Treacherous Greed. And just as we said we're gonna cut red cards, we got the red herring as a really good red card. We might want to start cutting white cards instead. Like, what are our weaker white cards? That's a tough question. Ironically, it might be the Doorkeeper Troll. We don't have a way to buff this. So this might be the weakest white card. I am willing to cut that one. It is an early drop though. And we still have some room. Yep. Oh, there's a Raucous Theater. That would help fix our mana. But I probably would not run any of these black cards for it. I honestly should be taking the Shock. Shock it is. Another Offender at Large is quite good. There is a push-pull. And I can use both modes on this one, ironically enough. Would I rather have that or another Offender? I think we are sitting at 16 creatures. No, we'll take the push-pull. We'll see if that works. There's a No More Lies, Shady Informant. We could take another Mask Maker. Like, how many disguised creatures do we actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that many. I don't know if we took the No More. Yeah, I took the No More Lies to complete it. We can probably take the Scapegoat, but there's another Shock. We're taking that one. And now we're just filling in the blanks here. Hey, we got the red herring back. That's perfect. We're definitely gonna lean now towards red. Caught red-handed. I do not want to be caught red-handed with that card. That's not great at all. We have to be careful. Our removal is admittedly quite light, but we can make this work. Also a shame passing all those surveil lands, but we did get paid off with it for it, so I'll take it. So got our 40 cards set up. No, cancel. That's not what I want to do. 14-10. We definitely don't need an island here at all, so I guess we are going 9-8-9. And I guess this is how I'd run it. Yeah, cutting the... We have a decent early start and we can hope to make up for it later. What would have really made this nice was a Lightning Helix, but we'll make do with what we have here. Now let's hope let's hope getting the rares works out for us. We could have used... Are there better ones? War Leader's Call would be what I consider a better one. Aurelia herself would be a really good one. But I'm not going to complain. Argus Cost is a good one too. I'm not going to complain about that. This one will keep, but it's awfully slow. Like turn 2. Turn 2 Automaton, turn 3 Granite Witness, turn 4 Offender at Large. And the Mask Maker came down late. Well... probably don't want the planes just yet. Opponent opens into a Gravestone Strider. This is a very good blocker, and it's a very good way to stymie our deck a bit. Next turn, I'll most likely just drop Mask Maker Argus Cost. Okay, we have another plan. Now, opponent playing white-black might indicate they might have a Sanguine. They're deciding if they're gonna just take the 7. No, they're not gonna. They're gonna take the 5 instead. Okay, which is fine enough. That was an Exit Specialist. Oh yeah, this is blue. I thought this was white. That was a bit deceiving. Yeah, I'm tired. Next turn. Oh, opponent's actually in 3 colors with a Curious Cadaver. So this one keeps coming back. So it's either we just start suspecting everyone. Maybe our opponent has removal. We'll see what our opponent has here. We can also just drop the Offender at large as a +2/+0. Maybe like swing with a large Goblin Mask Maker. We don't need to. We do not need to disguise if we don't have to. Opponent is just gonna just go for the Investigates, eh? Now they probably have removal for Actor's Cost. Otherwise, I'm just going to. Oh, that's also suspected as well. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh wait, that's exact. No, I could have been more effective by putting it on Actor's Cost, but hey, I'll take it. That one was kind of out of the blue. Yeah, Barb Servitor is good if you're ahead, but it's really horrible if you're behind. It's a 4-mana that does nothing on the turn that you need a blocker. You like your sleeves, don't notice it, but these look unique and cool. If I remember correctly, I got these sleeves from the. There was a code that you had to input. It was if you solved the pre-release puzzle, you got those sleeves. Hold on, let me look it up quickly. Yeah, there's this huge way to answer the pre-release. If you went to the pre-release, there's this huge one. But okay, Tim, if you're still here, do you want the puzzle or do you want the answer? Out of curiosity, probably already owned the sleeves too, just never changed. Yeah, you probably did. It's the way is open. So yeah, you probably have them. That was from the pre-release. And yeah, he had good success with MKM. It's a bit, I guess, for me, it's kind. I wouldn't say it's that repetitive quite yet. I guess it's just that we're also good. We're all very good at figuring out formats quite right away. That that it's gonna be a problem for draft in general, no matter how you do it. The only way you're going to avoid it is if the pool of cards is so ridiculously large, like mystery boosters. Like even cube gets solved eventually, unless you keep changing the cards. Like if you take the vintage cube for example, this one we're definitely keeping. Turn 2 red herring, turn 3 orangutan. Depends what our opponent drops. Turn 1 shock would have been nice, but we'll see what our opponent does with everything. Okay. Hold on, Nani. They don't have the long goodbye, so we are hitting them for 2. That's nice. Let's see what their 3 drop is. Face down. Now I could just trade the clue. I could make this a 4/4. Get ready to hit next turn. Though black-red is the color that's very good at removal. So I'm gonna be somewhat concerned about that. I could also offer the trade first, then just demand answers later. Yeah, let's offer the trade first, see if our opponent blocks or not. Okay, they did not block. I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm suspicious enough. Okay, we did hit our shock. Granted, if our opponent doesn't flip this up, it will take a while for us to get it going. The flip side is if our opponent flips it up and it still has 2 toughness, we can just take it out. Though our opponent probably got paid off already by then. I'll take the damage first. I knew it. I knew it! We're still gonna lose 3 life, but it's better than the alternative. Now let's hope. Now we do have chock full of removal, so we could kind of get away with this. Yeah, I knew it. Well, I didn't really know it. I just had the inkling feeling. And in a way, our opponent got the benefit. They did not give us 2 doggos. Also, our opponent seems to be stuck on mana for quite a while. I don't mind taking the hit here. In fact, our opponent not doing anything is kind of encouraging. Franco, that's... Ooh. They're dropping this much later. So, I can swing first. Opponent obviously is not gonna block. Then I have... Well, it's a shame I did... I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do makeshift binding. Because our opponent is not in the right colors for that. And just drop an innocent bystander also. Opponent... Yeah, our opponent could have tried to pretend they had the combat trick by swinging at it. Push, destroy target half creature. Well, we have one of those too, but I figured that was going to happen. Red herring. Now, question is... I'm probably just going to shock the red herring, so... I'm probably just going to shock the red herring, so I'm not going to block it. Because I'm still dealing damage technically. Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to start hitting. Now remember that this one can't be countered, so we're hoping our opponent drops something huge. Shame it's a sorcery. And that's also both our shocks already, so we have to be careful. Yeah, this could still go badly for us. Opponent did get... Well, they barely got any value here. Yeah, I'm definitely swinging with all 3 now. Now let's see what removal our opponent has. This is sorcery speed, so it's gonna have to be something else. Because I can just shock. Okay, shock's fine. Opponent finally dishing out their removal. Okay, opponent's just gonna go for the chump block. I'm fine with that too. If they have another removal spell, Chase is on. That's fine. Because the excessive damage means I get the free investigate. Opponent hits her white mana. They were missing something. Aurelia, the law above. We are gonna take 5 damage here, but I'm fine with that. So, ooh, it's a shame I can't sequence this. Yeah, we didn't get the reduction, but that's kind of fine, I guess. Because now we can drop Prime Novelist, sack Clue, find something to do with the 1 red mana? I don't know. Reckless Detective. Okay, that's fine. So we take 1. Or not. Getting more and more interesting. I could just play this as a Flying Lifelink Ward. No, I don't have to sack right away. I can just... Yeah, I have to attack first anyway, so I could... Opponent seems to be flooding, or they're about to hit something really big. They're also looking through my graveyard. I'm not liking that. Pull. They gain haste until end of turn. Oh my gosh. Okay. That would do. Yeah, that would do it. They had another push-pull, but it's for the 2... Yeah, it's for the 2 creatures I can't block. Yeah. Well, can't do anything about that. That was very annoying. We were kind of stuck. Okay, maybe it was my fault discarding that 1 mana. It would have been nice to... It's an argument for playing the Vindicator earlier. So that I would be able to flip and remove something in response, and also be able to block our... It's also the argument for actually just playing the Vindicators of 4-2. I was concerned they might have removal, but yeah, push pull on your 2 best cards is really backbreaking. Can't really do anything about that. Not a great return. No. Let's hope we can get a better match. Like but we'll take it for what it is. Also not liking that the wait time is a bit long. Let's cancel this for now and start again. Also, I should probably start... No, it's a bit late enough. I'm deciding if... I made some videos during the trip. I'm not so sure. I'll probably post them up anyway for posterity's sake, but yeah, I'm not expecting much in the way of views for those, but I already made them. Might as well show them. I'm gonna keep this because I get to go, because I'm going first, but that's it. I'm starting to notice that we might have way too many 3 drops. Though dropping the Wojcik Investigator in turn 3 would be really nice. If it survives, because that means I'll be able to keep generating value with this. Opponent does take a mulligan, so maybe the Wojcik Investigator plan goes out the window a bit. We'll check our opponent's colors. So far I see blue. Blue-red, innocent bystander. Okay. Let's see. Our opponent probably won't have removal for this one right away. I galvanize. What's the condition for galvanize? Because I know it has more text. If you had drawn 2 or more cards this turn, okay, that's gonna be a while. So we're gonna attack first, see what our opponent does. Nothing? Okay. So we'll play out the Offender at Large. And we'll play out the Mask Maker. Opponent will now need to play 1 land and 2 cards to avoid giving me a clue token. Torch the Witness. Okay. That's one way to avoid giving me a clue token. Yes, it's the removal like this that makes... Well, thankfully it's in the yard, so... I'll give him the free investigate. Actually, no, but also because it... Also because it means I actually still keep 2 creatures. Opponent actually running triple colors. Now, triple color is actually kind of a thing. Coerce to kill. Sacrifice him at the beginning of the next end steps. Not so great for me. I guess I'll just push pull. There is the argument for actually just holding back and just letting them swing. But they're probably just going to hold back with theirs too. Now I want clue generation. I guess we can demand some answers. Does our opponent have a counter? No, it's just going to crack the clue. No, this is... Okay, maybe we see that reasonable doubt now. This is gonna be a bit of a long way before we get there. At least we get ourselves a clue token this time. Opponent now finally gonna crack theirs. This is a turn face up, but we can just play it and turn it up right away if we have to. That said, I do realize that we have a lot of cheap creatures, but they're not very powerful, so we do have to be quite careful with that. Crack first. See what we get. Another land. Maybe our opponent doesn't counter it. Okay, we'll pass. Opponent should be suspicious about this. Yeah, opponent's gonna get more cards than us. It's a shame we could not get the investigators to stick, but it did cost them most of their turn. And that clue token is still there taunting me. Oh, okay, opponent held. Okay. Technically, that was a mistake. I could... Now, let's see if our opponent actually has removal for this. Yeah, definitely taking action. No, I'm only gonna swing with just the Granite Witness. Now they might have not on my watch, which would be able to answer this. Oh no, they won't. It's white. They might have something else. Plenty of removal that can hit this. Galvanize, sure, but kind of excessive. They did not. The 3 damage would have been enough. Am I willing to block all 3 just to? No, I'm probably more that likely to just block with just Divine Standard. Detective Satchel. So they can crack a clue and generate a 1/1. Not, this is going to be a problem. Yeah, maybe I should have just taken the time to rest. We got ourselves a betterish. Even then, not so much. We are missing a lot of the good payoffs. Opponent just taps the Satchel. Satchel is actually quite good for the blue-red build. I'm guessing the black was just for Coerce to kill. That's a good splash, I guess. I might see another card. Usually, if you're splashing, it's for more than 1 card. And even if you're just running the 1 swap, it's rare to run Project Inspector. Aggro's cost would be a really good hit because that means this I could now make. Okay, opponent has another face down card. I am willing to block both. Exit Specialist. That's fine. Probably should have blocked with more creatures. It's a shame this is only a 3/2, but I am gonna get myself that 1 detective by hook or by crook. Yeah, it's going back anyway, so might as well get my payment for it. Unfortunately, I'm now just breaking on land after land. This is really not funny anymore. Yeah, I kind of have to make some trades too. Next turn, I'll probably give up my entire board. My life total is high enough that I don't have to worry about it too much quite yet. Steam Core Scholar. Okay, now that's a good one. Would like to draw a shock. Yeah. Please discard 2 cards. No, okay, that's actually not. I will accept that as a discard. I think I'm willing to give up on my board. Same thing. Same thing. I still get to investigate either way. Opponent has a really good deck, mind you. Oh, come on! How many lands have I drawn already? This is nuts. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I think we're... There is one card that could save me, but I'll see if we hit it. Like, I could, It's a good thing we didn't try to go for this one. Convince our opponent to go do the galvanize, but man, that was really nuts. And I guess 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can take the 9 for now. There's really only one card that could save us here. But yeah, that was way too many lands drawn. Am I willing to cut down to 16? Maybe. Going down to 16 is... Okay, we can concede now. That's stupid already. How many... That's so stupid already. No one's gonna win if you can't win if you draw that many lands. I'm going to cut down one land at this point and try. Let's see what we can add. Maybe we add the knife because that is card draw. We could also add, say, the doorkeeper troll. That actually, yeah, fine. Let's add the doorkeeper troll. Let's go knight 7. Because if you think of it, it doesn't help with the turn face up, but it does help with a lot of the ETBs. Like it would have blanked the druidic, it would have blanked the satchel. Not quite strike Proctor, but in. Okay, I am willing to keep this one. Mask Maker into these two, and with some removal, I'm fine with that. Definitely need more mana. Okay, there's our more mana. Let's no shock. That's good. Opponent has Case of the Pilfered Crew. Plays a Vengeful Tracker, which is big. So we're not quite shocking that one, but a way to get some value out of that. That said, we're not flipping this up anytime soon. We are more likely to flip this one up. Franco. Yeah, I'm gonna swing with both because I have no intention of block. If our opponent swings, we probably just push pull. But yeah, now we're sitting with not enough mana. Okay, but that's a good use for it, I suppose. Opponent might decide to swing or might not. Frantic Scapegoat. Well, not blocking that one. Definitely want to do the atom. Yeah, we'll just play this right away. If our opponent has a big enough tree, if as removal, it's gonna magnet onto this one. Vengeful Tracker. Now for, well, opponent now wants to swing at Franco. Yeah, looks like our opponent is actually now. Yeah, opposite problem this time. This time our opponent had too much mana. We had too little, but we had enough to operate, and that's what matters. Okay, got our 2 wins. Let's see if we can keep getting more. Okay, definitely keeping this one. Turn 1 shock, turn into multiple turn 3 plays. Opponent taking mulligan some kind. Well, if we get the shock off at an opportune time, we're fine with it. Form familiar. I'm actually fine with that. I'm gonna actually leave that up. I don't need to kill that one right away. In fact, I'm probably gonna start going Granite Witness, Vindicator. Also, our opponent taking a mulligan means they might have some mana issues, I guess. Let's see. But we are having a 2-drop issue now. So Torch would be able to kill Investigator, so I probably want to go with Granite Witness. Then next turn we can do, say, Vindicator Shock. We'll just do Investigator. Offer the swing. See if our opponent trades their face down card. I'm okay with this trade. Into a Dog Walker. Nice. No, that one is worth sniping, even if they do get the doggos. Into a knife, which is kind of meh. And now we're starting to draw. Oh, it's actual card draw. So let's see. This is actually there's a trick here. I can just. Yeah, it's not even in. Oh wait, it is investigate. I just didn't. Our opponent didn't have. We're actually gonna have more cards in still, or equal numbers. We'll see what our opponent does. Okay, it's the battle of the face down cards. Hey Talo HG, thank you for liking the stream. How are you doing? So I could. Okay, so I could just flip this up in response. Doesn't matter which one we tap. We could have also untapped it if we need to. So we can X2, that just takes out these two. And I'm all for it. We are sending the doggos to a better place. It's cute and all, but these are all flying. One is actually gonna sacrifice the token so they don't die right away. Now that's why we took out the doggos. It's also a shame we didn't have any actual creatures in our yard. I would have wanted to take one of ours. Only probably equips the gadget technician. We'll take the hit. Still not investigating yet, but that's gonna change. And there you go, got ourselves a concession. Yeah, starting to get our wins there, so that's a good news. Okay, let's just keep going. Okay. Okay, definitely. Yeah, we got a turn 2, turn 3 option. So we are keeping this. Opponent leaving on black. Yeah, we can hide the fact that we have push pull by not playing the white since it's sorcery speed anyway. It's probably an argument for not keeping the land on top. Now I'm gonna be really cross if our opponent has a long goodbye, but then again, it doesn't. I don't think it exiles it, so we would still be able to pull this out if we have to. Slime against humanity. Opponent's willing to trade. I'll take it. Now I could have waited on this one, but I wanted to see what our opponent's response. Also, slime against humanity. Let's see how many of. Okay, not that opponent didn't get that much, so not exactly grateful for our opponent. Okay, now I'm regretting keeping that land up top. In fact, I could say flip this. I'm just gonna wait for our opponent to play something. Then on that turn we will. Oh, they don't even. Well, they have a clue already. But I'm actually gonna wait the one turn because I want to get 2 cards back. So 1, 2. Now it's a bit of a Well, we actually, it's still in hand, I guess, so it's not that much of a non-bolt. And more likely than not, we're gonna end up, if not tracker, repeat offender. Okay, so this is why I did not like playing those. I could swing with this one, it gets blocked, they get this one back. We can then offer to do a push-pull. It's also a shame that we're not sacrificing artifacts. Yeah, we don't even get that one there. So, yeah, we'll pass. Let's see what our opponent does. But I think our opponent shores up. Yeah, this is why I did. Yeah, I guess this is why I did not really like Doorkeeper Troll. If our opponent swings with something, maybe we can. They're gonna sack first. Yeah, can't even Wisp Drinker Vampire. That's a huge roadblock if there was any. That said, I can offer to get rid of this, so our opponent benefits from it first. Also, our opponent's gonna really benefit from the Wisp. Yeah, I'm just throwing the Doorkeeper Troll away. It was a cute idea and all, but it's actually very painful for us. I'm probably gonna end up using the pull part here. But we don't have, our only other bigger creatures Argus cost, but we've only drawn him once the entire game. Like getting Argus cost to start nuking these blockers is gonna be a really big deal. Also notice well, we don't have any suspects to begin with. Yeah, now we crack this clue. That's fine. Okay, we did hit the makeshift binding, so there's an argument for, say, taking this one out because we're gonna have a harder time getting through that one. Opponent actually gonna go for magnifying glass. They might actually just start trying to draw with clues instead. Oh, their own novice inspector. Okay. Interesting. Now let's see if Argus cost. If Argus cost dies, though, I actually don't mind using pull on Argus cost. There's another slime. Okay, now the reason we took damage there is because it creates a 0/0, then puts counters on it. Okay, now that the way is clear, There we go. I can, yeah, just get rid of that one, then just swing with everything. We would have been able to make another blocker anyway. There we go. Okay, nice catch up there. Any game can still be our last. We are still kind of behind. Okay. So we are having a decent game and all that. Not just not a fan of this guy's in general. Too inefficient for my liking. Well, it's definitely not constructed. It is fine as a. I like it as far as limited goes. I will agree. It's probably not, okay. We're definitely gonna mult this one. Okay, this one we're definitely keeping. 1, 2. It's a shame we're gonna give up on this one, but we're not saying no to turn 1 inspector, turn 2 automaton. And we hit our land anyway, so we'll keep that one. So let's see what 2-drop our opponent has. None. Okay, we'll keep on swinging. Maybe our opponent has removal? Probably too early to use it there. Yeah, we'll just drop the instant bystander. I don't think our opponent's gonna galvanize the thing. They're more likely to just drop a 2-drop, a 3-drop with ward. If you know what I'm saying, yeah, it is highly inefficient. Hey, if you thought it was inefficient, imagine how bad it. Imagine playing it in Cons of Tarkir. During that set, that was, well, that did not even have the benefit of ward. That was just plain old morph. And the deck you played there at the time was. Let's see if our opponent's willing to trade them both. Yeah, they're willing to trade them both. I'm fine with trading them both. Now watch me get punished when they drop their own makeshift binding, because makeshift binding does not answer makeshift binding. Nope, just a face down card. Yeah, I will not play the Defender at large. Only getting stuck for a while, which means we should get a good bank of clues. Now we just need to hit lands off this. I might actually take a 1 turn off to start stacking clues to hope hit our land drops. Another face down. I am willing to trade face down cards at this rate. Oops, shock. So I'm gonna swing with these 2. See if our opponent's gonna trade any of them. Then I'm gonna pass. Let's see who can function better on 3 mana. We even have the same amount of mana. 2 white, 1 red. Demand answers. Okay. They could have played the red herring, start pressuring us, but I guess, yeah, hitting the land was kind of important for our opponent, I guess. Suspicious that. Okay, we now need to hit another land. Nope, we did not. Opponent could have not on my watch already at this point, in which case, yeah, I can't really do anything about that. Yeah, they had it. Okay, so there goes our clues. But we are still hitting them. Still missing that land though. Yeah, if we hit our land, we will be able to do suspicious detonation. Otherwise, we're waiting to see if our opponent flips into something that is 2 toughness. Opponent knows I am going to swing with this next turn with all 3. Innocent bystander. Okay. I guess that is shockworthy. Really missing that one. Yeah, let's try to hit that land drop. Now we're just setting the okay, we finally hit that land drop. And what did we nuke? Okay. Phantom's a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna swing with all this. I'm willing to give up the Novice Inspector for the 5 damage. Oh no, opponent is going to... It's probably a Dog Walker if that's the block. I'm okay with that. Next turn, Person of Interest. So I'm actually going to swing with the Novice Inspector. Novice Inspector gets mauled by 2 dogs. Yeah, but taking out one of the dogs is going to help us a bit. What do you call a detective that's also a suspect? Corrupt. Opponent needs 1 more mana if they're going to use some suspicious detonation. They have enough mana to torch the witness though. Karlov Watchdog, okay. And there you go, that's it. No, with no more, our opponent does not have enough blockers. Yeah, both of us were operating on low mana counts at that point. Yeah. And there we go. Got ourselves our win number 5. We are 2 wins away from getting to 7, but we're what any game can be our last year. 1 loss can end it for us. But this has been one of the better performances on stream so far. 5 wins. I think our best is 6, but 5 is not that bad. Let's hope it's not the last. Let's keep going. Okay, turn 2 sees we have to mulligan this. I don't like this any better, but I will keep this. That means 3. I guess we give up the Gearbane Orangutan. No, opponent kept. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one if we can't hit our 3rd land drop. 3rd land drop's always then okay. We hit our 3rd land drop, so we're gonna take a little bit of early damage. Opponent has a repeat offender. Opponent's gonna transfer it right away. Our opponent can put the +1/+1 counter there, so, which means if they do so, I can just shock next turn. though they're more likely going to just swing at us with it. It's not like we can block anyway. Oh, they are going to put the counter on it, so we'll just... Okay, we've got the Novice Inspector as a payoff as well. Last time the Novice Inspector died to 2 dogs. I think this time it can handle a goat. One more land we can sack and detonate. And they're gonna take our clue, so that's not gonna happen. That's a shame, but so next turn we can go red herring and swing with everything. I am a bit concerned though. This looks like... Take note, we did cut down to 16 lands near the end. Deadly Complication. Okay, that was a given. So... I'll probably play the Offender at Large because... The next turn, our opponent also being kind of not having any. We're about to regret. Oh, Barb Servitor. Okay, we can. Now, ironically, if we had played the Doorkeeper Troll, that would have been really bad for us. Well, they could trade. Okay, they're trading for that. I'm fine with that. Well, it also okay, they're now starting to try to draw cards. Face down. They might also be sitting on a third color. Or not. Okay. Oh, they're actually taking it. Now take note, this is sorcery speed, so I'm probably just gonna play Night Watch as a 3-2. There was also the argument of playing a Doorkeeper Troll. There are a lot of ETBs on black-red. It's down to 6 life, so we have a shot, but let's... They're also into a red herring. We could demand answers. Let's see how our opponent blocks. Now this one is if an artifact was sacrificed, so... But if our opponent blocks like that, I'm fine. Okay, we'll go to damage. If our opponent... I'm sure our opponent can flip this up. In this case, we sacrifice the clue. Oh yeah, this is instant speed. And this is too big. We aren't gonna detonate this. So next turn, if our opponent drops another blocker, we can just makeshift binding and end the game. Yeah, opponent. This time our opponent's the one who flooded really badly. They still get to draw another card. We can block this, but I don't see the point. Like, I definitely want to keep my... Because if it's just another blocker, I can just makeshift it. No, they're sacrificing it. They need something more substantial. And no, they're conceding. There you go. So next game is our last game. It's either we win or we lose. Let's see. Let's make this worth it. It's kind of surprised that this one got managed to work somewhat, considering our lack of the really key I guess we have some of the good commons. Shock. That one's one of the better commons. What are the otherwise not so much into like we had a small disguise team, so we were running to face. We have a novice inspector. That's one. Otherwise, not so much. Anyway, this is gonna be our last game for the evening. Let's see if we can make this line up. Had to mulligan quite a bit. Okay, this one I will keep. I am concerned on the lack of action, but we can make this work, I think. And especially if our opponent takes a mulligan, I'm more willing to keep this hand. We're probably gonna get flooded again, but it's a risk we're willing to take. Opponent goes 1-drop, Snarling Gorehound. Our opponent likes to surveil quite a bit. I say we play the Novice Inspector first, and just go after the other cards. Like if our opponent doesn't have anything substantial, I could just push pull this guy. Hold on a second. Hello? Hello? Katanetan po. Okay, Kiki. Sige, I will. And yeah, the reason I'm willing to push pull this one, you know what? Maybe not. Though now I wish I left up red mana. Yeah, me changing my mind, but I do get to sack. I'll probably just crack the blue. Looks like our opponent is also kind of. No, not necessarily true. Our opponent could just be playing it later. Land into okay, no ward creature. We are keeping in step though. I am kind of now willing to use it here. Yes, man, we're gonna have removal for days, but now we need to actually have action. Let's see, Karlov Watchdog. Okay, at least that one we can answer right away. Choose up to one target creature. I'm not gonna suspect anything. Because black has some access to weird stuff that interacts with suspect. I'm gonna try to avoid that if I can. One it probably has a makeshift binding. They've been holding onto it for might be holding onto it. Well, probably this might be the most Argus cost is gonna get done, and we're just gonna have to keep beating down with the Novice Inspector. Slice from the Shadows also does it. Okay, Red Herring helps. Now we can start beating down in earnest. Opponent had unbelievable patience to hold on to this. Sprinkler Vampire. Okay, they don't have interaction there. Now we'll play the Sanitation Automaton. Yeah, we're definitely playing keeping the Season Consultant up. Opponent might have another creature. No, just a makeshift binding. Probably takes out our red herring. I suspect it takes out the red herring. That one is a clue in itself. I guess we're just gonna have to suspiciously detonate the old-fashioned way. Now but we are now both living off the top of our library, so we'll see what our opponent has. Face down card. Not fooling anyone. Now there is one face down card that would be really annoying if they have it. Let's see. No, they don't have it. Oh no, they do have it. Nope, it's just a Fairy Snoop. Okay. They still get cards, but we still get to take it out. And they're actually giving up the Repeat Offender. Opponent, that last card better be something. Oh yeah, we used up our push pull already, so that's it. Face down card. I'm still gonna swing with everything anyway. The opportunity cost is so right there. Let's see what our this could be the 3/4 flyer. Nope, it's a 4/3, so we're fine. And Goblin Maskmaker. Literally just living off the top of our libraries. And good game! Woo, we got there. And there we go. I think this is our first 7X, and we will definitely enjoy that one. Yeah, welcome back. Nice to be back. That's going to be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Many thanks to all those who tuned in. Thank you, Sapotex, for tuning in. Thank you, Kyle Braxton, for liking. Thank you, Mark Anthony Real, for greeting. Also, thank you for inviting me to sponsor Squad Wars. That was pretty well. Thank you, Tim Sopcat, for tuning in. Thank you, Talo HG, for liking the stream also. Thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Let me crack in packs. Alkis Prof. Did not get that much use. No, don't get me wrong. Alkis is cool. Okay, maybe as a character he's kind of very generic. Kind of generic in the sense it's like it's obviously a Sherlock Holmes pastiche. But yeah, as a card he's fine. Hey, getting some good stuff here though. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. And have a great week, everyone. Do take care. And yeah, that goes for me too. Nice to be back.